Canadian Valley and VOTEC to bring an array of skills classes to our people. The VOTEC offers many possibilities where a person can learn to be a CNA, welder, and many other career certifications. This is a true game changer that brings another level of career readiness and rewarding steps out of poverty for our participants. So you see a partnership between the LSI students that get to, after they finish their one-year curriculum there, to actually be able to get a scholarship opportunity in VOTEC for certain skills that are going to be offered. So I just thought that was a next level up and a great moment for all of us to see that kind of an interesting opportunity in Chickasha. We're kind of unlike most cities in Oklahoma that we have LSI and these opportunities to raise up out of situations. So just wanted to pass that along.
No, thank you, Kelly. And that's a transition to not just a job, a good job.
Yes. Yes.
As grass season approaches, I'm concerned about the enforcement of codes, whether we're going to be proactive or reactive. That's where Austin calls in on somebody has to be call and code. Nobody calls in on that ticket. Somebody down the road doesn't get it. Ran into this parking on the grass. Ideally, we have all these ordinances. We need to enforce them. Rid of them.
See that you did. Charlie, you got something?
Yes, I do. I have a curiosity regarding Oklahoma Department of Transportation. If they have a third-party contractor working within our city limits, would we know about that in advance? Or should we know about it in advance would be a better question. Especially if it deals with right-of-way, which the city maintains.
A lot of time they do notify us, but not necessarily all the time do we know when they come through town. Normally we have joint lights and things, but as far as working right away or something, they don't always notify us. They should, but they don't always do that.
Okay.
The third party, if ODOT itself, they're really good, but the third parties usually doesn't do a real good job of that.
Would we be aware of it if somebody was working in it right now? Or should we? In that, is it quite frequently that we would get notifications and that they would?
Right.
This one involves a traffic study.
A traffic study, we should be notified if they were doing a traffic study on us.
Okay. Do we have any that would have occurred in the last 7 days?
I'm not aware of one that's going on right now. The only two traffic studies we're doing at the present time I'm aware of, one is on between 4th and 1st Street on Grand, because of the agreement we have to widen that road. We're looking at it to see what it might cost us and what problems we have with utility relocation and stuff like that. And another little study is up by Roasters, is that they have complained about the left turn lane interferes with the drive going into their business, and want to know if we could put an arrow going into their business instead of all the arrows and shorten that left turn lane. And there are certain requirements on that, and we're doing a study on that. Those are the only two traffic studies that I'm aware of are going on.
Okay. A further
I'm not aware of it.
There's
Actually,
a box and 2 lines.
Would our community be entitled to the information gathered?
we're entitled to be what?
Is our town, our community entitled to any information that's gathered?
Yes, yeah. When the study's finished, anybody in the world can, it's public information.
Is there a, if we're not notified, is there an after effect method of us determining that something happened in our community that we weren't notified about?
No, nothing would happen until, in fact, all the studies we have will be presented to the council, and you'd be aware of anything happening in public, and the public should be well aware of what's going on before anything happens.
Thank you.
Anybody got anything else? Yes. Like this?
Yeah,
Thank you for keeping,
it says don't touch.
Who's talking?
trying to keep my comments. Anybody have anything else? Go on to item 4, consent docket.
I move we accept the consent docket as presented.
Second.
Discussion. Roll call.
Nelson.
Yes.
Ginn.
Yes.
Ebblefield.
Yes.
Smith.
Yes.
Alexander.
Yes.
Burris.
No.
Curtis.
Yes.
Boyd.
Yes.
Grayson.
Yes. Item 6A, public hearing to discuss and consider the use on review application for 611 West Grand for Cynthia Teague for a liquor store.
Move to approve?
Charlie, we should open
Oh, I'm sorry, this is a public hearing today.
Yep. That's what we're doing right now, and it is 6:40. I'll go ahead and open the public hearing. You obviously know Charlie's for it, or at least a move to approve.
I've moved to approve incorrectly. I do think I remember in the past when we've had these issues that maybe Rachel's told us that this is just kind of standard procedure for this type of business,
Yeah,
wherever it may be located.
yes, for a liquor license. For a liquor store that has a liquor license.
It
In
is
standard practice, yeah. Do we have anybody that would like to speak for or against? Okay, let the minute run out. I have 6:41. Let's go ahead and close the public hearing. Move on to item 6B, discussion, consideration, and possible action to approve ordinance 2025-05 for use on review permit for Cynthia Teague for liquor store located at 611 West Grand.
Make a motion that we approve ordinance 2025-05 as presented.
Second.
Discussion? Roll call.
Ginn.
Yes.
Ebblefield.
Yes.
Smith.
Yes.
Alexander.
Yes.
Burris.
Yes.
Curtis.
Yes.
Boyd.
Yes.
Nelson.
Yes.
Grayson.
Yes. Item 6C, discussion, consideration, and possible action to approve the police department analytics contract for LexisNexis.
Move to approve the contract with LexisNexis. Authorize the chief of police to execute.
Second.
Discussion? Roll call.
Ebblefield.
Yes.
Smith.
Yes.
Alexander.
Yes.
Burris.
Abstain?
Curtis.
Yes.
Boyd.
Yes.
Nelson.
Yes.
Ginn.
Yes.
Grayson.
Yes. Item 6D, discussion, consideration, and possible action to approve change order 1 for project COC 2406, design build the 2024 City Council Chambers AV audio improvement, AV improvement.
Move we approve change order 1 for project COC 2406, design build 2024 city council chambers, AV improvements.
Second.
Discussion.
A to explain to us exactly what we're doing.
Can y'all hear me? Now, can you hear me?
Just
Sorry.
the changes you're
We
doing.
were all just sitting.
These are not the changes. The requested change order in front of you is a upgrade to our video switcher. It was discovered after everything was in motion that our video switcher is no longer supported, and it has not had a firmware update since 2020. It has started failing on us, and so sometimes during meetings we will lose our live stream connection, and so there's nothing we can do to fix the current one, so we've had to request an upgrade.
So this is so we get 15 minutes.
It could very well happen, yes, and it does often.
A box back there at your
Yes.
station? Is it very big or?
It's about this big currently. I don't really have a gauge for how big the next one will be.
Just part of what's plugged in?
Yes,
Thank you.
it's required for the streaming and broadcasting.
Help with quality.
I'm so sorry. Can you repeat that? I didn't
Yeah,
have your
will it
microphone.
help with quality at all? Quality of video?
We actually have new cameras installed around the room, and if you take a peek at the video that is streaming now, it is a much higher quality video.
For discussion? Thank you, Shay.
Thanks.
Roll call, please.
Smith,
Yes.
Alexander,
Yes.
Burris,
Yes.
Gertis,
Yes.
Boyd,
Yes.
Nelson,
Yes.
Ginn,
Yes.
Hebblethwaite,
Yes.
Grayson.
Yes. Item 6E, discussion, consideration, and possible action to approve temporary street closure for the second annual Old Town Chickasha Car Show to be held on the 100 through 300 blocks of Chickasha Avenue on October 18th, 2025, from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m.
Make a motion that we approve the temporary street closure for the second annual Old Town Chickasha Car Show to be held in the 1 to 300 blocks of Chickasha Avenue on October 18th, 8 a.m.
Second.
Discussion. Roll call.
Alexander,
Yes.
Burris,
Abstain.
Gertis,
Yes.
Boyd,
Yes.
Nelson,
Yes.
Ginn,
Yes.
Hebblethwaite,
Yes.
Smith,
Yes.
Grayson.
Yes. Item 6F, discussion, consideration, and possible action to approve the request from the Rotary Club to conduct a 5K and fun walk at 7 a.m. on Saturday, May 3rd, 2025.
Motion that we approve the request from the Chickasha Rotary Club to conduct the 5K 7 a.m. Saturday, May 3rd.
Discussion. Roll call.
Burris,
Yes.
Gertis,
Yes.
Boyd,
Yes.
Nelson,
Yes.
Ginn,
Yes.
Hebblethwaite,
Yes.
Smith,
Yes.
Alexander,
Yes.
Grayson.
Yes. Item 6G, discussion, consideration, and possible action to approve the payment of the 2025-2026 service fee to the Oklahoma Municipal League in the amount of $21,338.18.
Move we approve the payment of the 2025-2026 service fees for Chickasha to the Oklahoma Municipal League in the amount of $21,338.18.
Second.
Discussion.
What's the start and stop?
Regular.
I was going to say, is that for our fiscal year, like our budget fiscal year?
On July?
It's the annual fee charged by OML.
Right, John's asking like what it runs through. So it's 25, 26 is like our fiscal budget from
I believe so,
July.
yeah.
Okay. Any more discussion? Roll call.
Curtis,
Yes.
Boyd,
Yes.
Nelson,
Yes.
Ginn,
Yes.
Ebblethwaite,
Yes.
Smith,
Yes.
Alexander,
Yes.
Burris,
Yes.
Grayson.
Yes. Item 6H, discussion, consideration, and possible action to approve a temporary street closure for the Refuge Pray Up Day of Prayer event in the Shannon Springs Park, April 12th, 2025, from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m.
Make a motion that we approve a temporary street closure for the Refuge Pray Up Day of Prayer event in the Shannon Springs Park on April 12th, 2025, from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m.
Second.
Discussion?
Looking at the map, it doesn't appear that.
It just closes it off inside the park.
Mayor, we do have a representative of this organization that's producing this. If you have any questions, he'll be glad to answer those. Yep.
Hello.
For the drone show, so it'll be about 30 minutes. It's from where the assisted living area is right down to that bridge. And just, he needs it, so he's going to take off the drones from that little leveled pad, and they can't have any moving vehicles, and then he'll come back over the pond area above the trees, then land it. And we just have, somebody holding moving vehicles for that period of time.
What are these? Aerial show?
Yeah, it's a light show about Jesus.
So the light show is during the event from 7 to 9? Or
Yeah,
when?
so from 7 a.m. we'll have speakers. We have worship band from First Baptist in Marco, and then a cellist who's gonna. And then after that, the show will start between 8:30 and 8:45 and end by 15. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Any more discussion? Let the officers on duty know that if they get any calls about drones, that's what's going on. Roll call, please.
Boyd,
Yes.
Nelson.
Yes.
Ginn,
Yes.
Ebblethwaite,
Yes.
Smith,
Yes.
Alexander,
Yes.
Burris,
Yes.
Curtis,
Yes.
Grayson.
Yes. Item 6I, discussion, consideration, and possible action to accept a grant award from Firehouse Subs Public Safety Foundation for 35 sets of wildland bunker gear, Lakeland coats and pants valued at $24,850 for the City of Chickasha Fire and Emergency Medical Service.
Make a motion that we accept a grant award from Firehouse Subs Public Safety Foundation for 35 sets of wildland bunker gear, Lakeland coats and pants, valued at $24,850 for the City of Chickasha Fire and Emergency Medical Services.
Second.
Discussion.
Is this a grant that you applied for, or did community just get this?
Yes, this is a grant that Edward applied for us. It's a joint venture, really more him. He gets all the credit for it. He wrote it. But it was something that we've needed for quite some time. We've needed wildland gear. We've been fighting wildland fires with structure gear over the last few years. It's something that we've never really had wildland gear other than sporadic sets. And so it's something that's been kind of on priority, but with everything, we kind of shift and back and forth. And Edward was able to get this grant for 35 sets, so that means we'll only have to pay for 7 sets after we get these 35. So everybody on the department, and this is dual cert gear. That means they'll be able to wear it on EMS calls and for vehicle extrications as well. So they'll have So they could wake up in the middle of the night and throw this on instead of their bunker gear and wearing dirty bunker gear or anything else inside people's homes and things like that as well.
Any more discussion? Thank you, Chief.
Thanks, Chief.
Good job, Edward.
And thank you, Mr. Perez. Roll call.
Nelson,
Yes.
Ginn,
Yes.
Ebblethwaite,
Yes.
Smith,
Yes.
Alexander,
Yes.
Burris,
Yes.
Curtis,
Yes.
Boyd,
Yes.
Grayson.
Yes. Item 8, motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
I'd like to call the Chickasha Municipal Authority to order. A roll call, please.
Boyd. Here. Nelson.
Here.
Ginn.
Here.
Ebblethwaite.
Here.
Smith.
Present.
Alexander.
Here.
Burris.
Here.
Curtis.
Here.
Grayson.
Here. Item 2, consent docket.
I move we accept the consent docket as presented.
Second.
Discussion. Roll call.
Nelson.
Yes.
Ginn.
Yes.
Ebblethwaite.
Yes.
Smith.
Yes.
Alexander.
Yes.
Burris.
Yes.
Curtis.
Yes.
Boyd.
Yes.
Grayson.
Yes. Item 4A, discussion, consideration, and possible action to approve First National Bank and Trust Company, Chickasha, to serve as escrow agent for an annual fee of $1,500 to hold and manage the trustee deed relating to the irrevocable arrangement to transfer real property for the water treatment plant project.
Mr. Mayor, I'd move to approve that with correction of the address listed for the bank.
Okay.
Second.
Susan, will we annotate that address change? Any discussion on it?
So we have a motion by Mr. Burris.
Brian.
Brian seconded. Sorry.
Pardon me.
No discussion. I'll take a roll call.
Ginn.
Yes.
Ebblethwaite.
Yes.
Smith.
Yes.
Alexander.
Yes.
Burris.
Yes.
Curtis.
Yes.
Boyd.
Yes.
Nelson.
Yes.
Grayson.
Yes. Item 5, motion for adjournment.
Moved.
Second.
Okay, I'm done with that.
May I make
Gavel, 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 gavel. We're adjourned. I'd like to call the Chickasha Municipal Airport Authority to order. Like a roll call, please.
Boyd.
Here.
Nelson.
Here.
Ginn.
Here.
Ebblethwaite. Here. Smith.
Present.
Alexander.
Here.
Burris.
Here.
Curtis.
Here.
Grayson.
Here. Item 2, consent docket.
Move we accept the consent docket as presented.
second?
Discussion. Roll call.
Nelson.
Yes.
Ginn.
Yes.
Ebblethwaite.
Yes.
Smith.
Yes.
Alexander.
Yes.
Burris.
Yes.
Curtis.
Yes.
Boyd.
Yes.
Grayson.
Yes. Item 4A, discussion, consideration, of possible action to approve contract with Alan Mitchell, Voice of the Flying Circus, LLC, for announcing services at the 2025 Wings and Wheels event in an amount not to exceed $2,500 and authorize the chairman to execute the same.
I move we approve the contract with Alan Mitchell, Voice of the Flying Circus LLC, for announcing services at the 2025 Wings and Wheels event in an amount not to exceed $2,500 and authorize the chairman to execute the same.
Second.
Discussion. Roll call.
Ginn.
Yes.
Ebblethwaite.
Yes.
Smith.
Yes.
Alexander.
Yes.
Burris.
Yes.
Curtis.
Yes.
Boyd.
Yes.
Nelson.
Yes.
Grayson.
Yes. Item 5, motion for adjournment.
So moved.
Second?
We're adjourned. Gavel, gavel.
Gavel, gavel. Can we make a motion to get a rubber mallet for the mayor?